What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. So as we all know, fall is on its way, and I wanted to have a conversation about like fall wish list, things that you should be looking for, and kind of like fall trends, right? And it's not going to be the video you think where I'm going to show you a bunch of pictures of what I think is trendy. I think we can do this in kind of a couple of different videos, but my first video when it comes to fall, I just want us to have like a think piece. I want us to kind of think through what we're looking for. One of the things I pride myself on, at least with this channel, is that I really want us all to really think through our wardrobe, right? Because I think over consumerism is a thing, and being an influencer, I have to admit sometimes there's that guilt of like, you know, I don't want to be a part of the problem, right? I'm hoping that I'm part of the solution when I give you guys really great information, right? I see influencing as an amazing thing where you're kind of giving and you're responsible for these live reviews, right? Which is why I think there's a certain level of integrity, I guess, that I think goes with this job, right? And I just want to kind of help inform you guys, and as well as myself. If you don't know my story, which I've shared a few times here, I've always been a stylish girl, able to put clothes together. You know, I love vintage clothing at one point, and then I went through a really bad job, which that happens to many of us, in 2018. I got out of that job in 2019. My style, I had gained weight. I wasn't happy with, you know, what I looked like in my clothing, and I know I had really great pieces, but my closet, if I'm being fair, was not quite thought out. I really was just buying what felt good and what I thought looked nice, and I remember getting dressed was a 2-day marathon. If you told me brunch was going to be on Sunday, I had to start looking for my outfit on Friday. Now, it might be a nice outfit by the time Sunday comes, but I remember having that level of like, I don't have what I need, and let me go to the store and find the top to go with these jeans that I really like. Then when you add weight gain on top of that, the jeans that were your go-to, you no longer can fit. Not to mention we go through a pandemic, and then style changed. You know, in 2018, for instance, skinny jeans were still very much so acceptable, and then all of a sudden they were not. We were into high-rise, high-waisted mom jeans, which didn't fit my body type, right? And in walks Abercrombie into my life. But basically what I'm trying to say is, you know, I had to kind of restart. So what you guys have seen was me at the beginning of my journey. If you're just following me here, or if you started back over on TikTok or Instagram, you guys were watching my style kind of mature and evolve at the same time, and me coming out of something. I honestly didn't even know I was carrying that depression from that job all that time. I just feel like I came out of that a year, maybe a year and a half ago, right? And I've been done with that job since 2019. So that can let you know how things can really sit with you. And I want to share this video because now I feel so free in the sense when it's time to get dressed. My closet has been curated so well over the last year that if you called me right now and said we're going to a fancy dinner, I know exactly what I would put on. If you tell me we're going to just go to a casual dinner but at a nice restaurant, at a Ruth Chris or Eddie B's, I have something to wear. If you tell me we're going to go to bottomless mimosas and just dress cute, I got something to wear. We're going to a picnic. I can easily go in my closet and without anxiety feel like I have something. But I spent years piecing things together that turned out great. But you guys know, you have the room that looks like a hurricane when you come back because you've tried on 99 outfits to find that one. I no longer do that. It's almost, like I said, it's freeing and almost liberating to a degree because it's curated so well. So what you guys have seen me purchasing and what I tell you guys about are things that, like, honestly, I really use, and honestly, things that are in my closet. I could come and bring you guys a bunch of links just to bring it and review a lot of items. That's not my mission here. So the conversation I want to have today is fall is coming, and let's talk through that. So my journey kind of started during fall. And so I have a lot of really great fall pieces that I picked up last year and the latter part of the year before that, right? And you guys know I love a sale. I go every year to New York in January and I shop the sales racks and I find really great items, right? So I don't need a lot for fall. The only two things that I can see me wanting, and I'm not sure they're actually a need yet, are these two boots I showed in my last video for Steve Madden. I love this moto boot here as an everyday, you know, going to the store, running errands boot. And then I've never had a really nice cowboy boot. I believe that Jessica Simpson had a boot last year I was looking at. But if I'm being honest, the cowboy boot, I really need to think through, like, how would I wear that? How am I going to style it? But I do like this boot. Something about the buckle on it, I just love. So if I had to pick something that's on a wish list, it would be these two. I can't think of off the top of my head. I've been online kind of looking, and I saw honestly nothing of interest. I have a lot of really great blazers, a lot of really great jeans. I've been collecting a lot of t-shirts. But you know, I don't see anything right now. And if I do, we'll do a wish list once that kind of builds up, right? But those are the only two things that I think I want right now. But what I've learned on this journey is the brands that work for me. So the sites I'm checking every day and to see what's dropping for fall are these sites. Now we always know we have the H&M, the Zara. It's just easy. It's fun. It's fast fashion. It's, you know, you can't afford the Jean Paul Gaultier top. They have something similar in Zara, right? So we know that, but I had to learn what brands work for my body. And I implore any of you to go out here. And there's nothing wrong with going in Saks or Neiman's or even Last Call or anything like that. And just trying some of these brands on to know this designer makes things that are for my body. And the research I've done over the last 2 years, I've been going to New York now, I think, for almost like 4 years to go shop. It's like, these are my brands that I know work for my body type. So the first one for me is going to be Sandro. I've talked about Sandro a lot. I currently, right now, I've just started purchasing Sandro maybe 6 months ago. I already own about 7 pieces. And I am in love with every single piece. And I had to learn this is just a brand for me. This is a brand that works for my body type. I love the way that clothing feels. And once you know a brand that works for you, that's the site or the brand you can check on daily or weekly to find out what sales are they running. What tops do I like? I might have more than 7 pieces because I just recently acquired a t-shirt off of Poshmark from Sandro. And Sandro is also a brand that's resold pretty heavily on the resale market. I think I paid $60 for a t-shirt that was normally like $159, right? And it was brand new with tag. So I love this brand. It works well for me. It works well for my body type. The next one is going to probably be Jonathan Simkai. I really, really, really enjoy this brand. I love my gray blazer. If I have pictures for all of these items, I'll post them here. I love this blazer. So he recently is running a sale. I'm not trying to spend a ton of money because, again, I don't need anything, you know, and I'm learning that just because it's on sale don't mean that you need it, right? But there are so many good items that he is running in this sale. And I know this is just a brand that I'm in love with, and it will carry me into, again, where I'm going in life. I'm getting older. I'm not getting any younger. It's mature, but yet fun at the same time. This blazer is everything. And I got it at the end. Actually, I got it in New York in January. I wore it, I think, once, maybe twice last year. I cannot wait to have this on everywhere. And again, it fits the aesthetic where I'm going. You guys know I picked up the Ronnie Cobo blazer and the Jacques Mousse blazer. I'm more into that oversized feel. I love this blazer because it's long enough to almost feel like a dress. But it's one of my favorite brands. And so the next brand that works for my body type that I search often is going to be Ronnie Cobo. I've been in love with Ronnie Cobo now for a few years. I never had any of her pieces, and I got this 2-piece set here. If you follow me, you know I got that set kind of later in the year. But when I tell you, I think I wore it twice or 3 times. Like one day it was kind of hot outside and I did not care. I love this set 2 pieces. It took me a while to find it. I saw it in New York in January. It was still heavily priced. I think it would have been about close to $500 for both pieces, and I just wasn't prepared to pay that. It's not cashmere, so I didn't think it was worth that level of money. And I think I waited and got it for somewhere around $200 for both pieces. So love this. I also have these 2 green dresses here that are also from Ronnie Cobo that I acquired last year. Love, 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 but I just picked it up in black. And when I tell y'all, I cannot wait. Like, ooh, I love the skater version of this. It also made me realize, I think my green dress, that skater, is an extra large, and this one is a large. I feel like I should have stuck with the, I could have just got a large in the green one as well, but I was looking for like length, but I do think the large fits better. It does, I lose a little length on it, and I think for the green, I didn't plan on wearing that with stockings, so maybe it's okay, but I cannot wait to style this with a white collar shirt. Oh my gosh, it's going to be so good. Or even by itself. So I'm so happy I had this, but Ronnie Kobo is like one of my go-to designers, and I am constantly checking the website. The next one, which is kind of recent for me, is going to be the brand Reiss, R-E-I-S-S. I did acquire one pair of pants recently, and I love them a lot. They were a really good sale, and I love brands that, you know, maybe they're at regular price, they're $2.95, but if you catch them on sale, they're like $100 or $98. You may even get an additional 25% off. You know, I love that. And Reiss, Sandro, they can kind of run in that same range, and I love that. I do want to try more of the Mage, M-A-J-E items. They're a sister brand to Sandro, so it kind of just makes sense, but I don't own anything from Mage right now. I am going to kind of see how they look and maybe test them out this fall, but love, love, love. So the pants I got are like you guys have seen everyone with the, I would call them like jogger slacks. So these are kind of those, right? And I found a pair in Zara that didn't quite work for me, but these work perfectly. So I can't wait to style these, and I had them tailored. So just like a pro tip, these pants were just a little bit shorter than I wanted, but it had a nice, like, maybe an inch or two hem that could be released. So I had it released and like taken down to like the bare minimum, and they are actually perfect now. So that's a pro tip. If a pants is not as long as you want, you can definitely have them taken out. But I love that. My next brand is pretty easy. I want to say Abercrombie. I just think they are the go-to when it comes to jeans. And I don't need anything, but if something is a trend right now, I think that Abercrombie will be one of the first ones to have it. Also along with American Eagle. So for fall, these are going to be my two go-tos when it comes to denim, if I'm looking for any denim this year. And I think they are a great starter, as I said in my last video, for anyone else that's looking to get into a trend, but you don't want to spend those heavy dollars to make it work, right? And then I think my very last brand, which is something I got when I was in Atlanta last October, is House of CB. Now, I added House of CB to this list because they have a store in Atlanta. If you are near Atlanta and you're near, I believe the store is in Phipps Plaza. No, it is. It's not, I believe. It is in Phipps Plaza. It's an amazing store. A lot of beautiful girls that work there. They're so helpful and so nice. But I just love the way the sizes run. That you can buy it in one size and then it comes in a bigger cup. Because, you know, your body is one size, but sometimes your boobs can be a little bit whatever. What I love about this brand, I think this is good for evening wear. If you're looking for something, I'm showing you guys my two dresses that I bought this year. I wore one for my birthday, and I have yet to wear my tan one yet because I'm trying to saving it for like a really good day, like a really good brunch, maybe with my husband. So I haven't worn that one yet. But I love this. But if I have any sort of you know, after 5, you know, kind of dressed up, maybe gown, but not really, I'm going to go into House of CB. So these is my bare minimum list, I think, of brands that work for me. And I just kind of want you guys to go out and find those same things for yourself. These brands may not work for you, but if you find something that works, I feel like it's easier to find what you're looking for when it comes to fashion. Now, I don't want to do a trends video. I find trends to be, I don't want to say hard, because you can kind of go down a rabbit hole. My favorite thing to do is to take, for instance, that Steve Madden boot and go to Pinterest and put in, you know, how to style cowboy boots or cowboy boots styled, right? And just get some ideas of like what looks great. Because at the end of the day, trends and things like that don't always work for where you are in life, your body type, your personality, your vibe. And you know when someone is just out of their element. It's like cringy almost, right? So I would implore you, if you find something that you like, study that thing. Like, go into Pinterest and find you some photos. Go to Google and put the same thing in. And just, if you see like, okay, this is my aesthetic and this works well, that's what I've done, and it has helped me out tremendously. I've spoken on here a lot about Pinterest and how it's helped me kind of take an item that I thought was very singular and really make it into something a lot more. Like I now have 9 different ways to wear this. So use your resources. And again, if I have a wish list, I'll come back next week and do something about a wish list. But I wanted to give you guys sort of my thought process into going into fall. And hopefully, you know, you're not wasting any money on fads and trends and brands that don't work for you. Find out what works for your body type, and I promise you it will get better from there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video.